Today's news, taxi driver jailed over underwear camera.
Did you guys hear about this crazy taxi driver in Jeju Island stuffing a camera somewhere in his taxi so he could look up women's skirts?
Supposedly he caught 104 women's skirts.
You and I have both ridden in, at this point, probably thousands of taxi rides in Korea.
True enough.
Out of, say, 1,000, how many of them would you say are perverts?
A handful.
I would agree with that.
A majority of your taxi drivers are really friendly, considerate, and, you know, they're not going to mess with you.
Do you remember the worst taxi incident we ever had?
Was that where the guy, whipped his head around?
What happened was we were at Suwon Station, and we used to live close to Suwon Station. 50% of the time when we would come back from Seoul, we'd land in Suwon Station and we would walk home, and 50% of the time we'd take a taxi. Because it was a 20-minute walk, and sometimes we were too tired, and we'd just hop in a taxi. Sometimes it's raining, and there's all lots of X factors.
And I'm wearing heels, and yeah.
So we took a taxi from Suwon Station to our house, which is about a 5-minute ride or less. So many times we couldn't even count them. This one time, we both got in. Now, she always gets in first because she's the lady. I always open the door. We're always getting in the back. And I would say more than 50% of all drivers there do not even turn around when you're getting in. But they will look at you in the mirror to see who it is. Now, we are foreigners, so people tend to look a little bit more than average. But that being said, most of the men don't turn around. But some do. They'll turn around. They'll just see you getting in. Well, I watched this man turn around and look straight at your crotch because you had a skirt on, I think. Actually, no, you didn't have a skirt on. You had jeans on. Okay. But you still get in, and you have to put one foot in so your legs are kind of spread. And I watch him turn and look straight at your crotch when you were getting in. But I didn't say anything, even to you, because I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. Possibly I missaw what he was looking at, and so I didn't want to say anything. But I was raging inside as we were going home. And it's a $3 ride, so when you get there, I got the $3 ready. Usually comes $2.50, you give the guy a tip. I went to pay him, and when I was opening the door and getting out, kept my eyes on him, and he turned and looked right at you as you put your leg out like this. And I was furious, dude. You got out, I slammed the door, and then he tried to follow us to our house. Remember that?
I remember that.
And I actually stopped and I screamed at him because he was like, "What'd you slam my door for?" And I'm like, "You're a fucking pervert. You deserve that. You're lucky I don't call the cops." And he was threatening to call the cops. I was like, "Go ahead, call them. Call the cops, buddy. You did something wrong." But that's an isolated case, and I don't want to shine a negative light on Korean taxi drivers because, like you said, most of them are kind of generous and thoughtful, and some of them like to strike a conversation with you.
And I've had some amazing, really cool interactions with taxi drivers. Even ones that were like, "You're really cute, I want to hook you up with my nephew or my son." And one time I listened to music with one of my taxi drivers. He's like, "Oh, I'm a musician. I just made this song. You got to check it out." And I was like, awesome. Going back to this article, I think there's two things that strike me. The first one was his age. He was a 45-year-old man, and he recorded 104 women.
Within a couple of years.
April 2013 to July 2015. And the second thing that got me was he committed the crime while he was already on a suspended jail term for a similar offense. What's he doing taxis still?
Well, if porno was widely available in Korea like it is in most of the rest of the world, but banned in Korea, we wouldn't probably have this problem.
Probably not.
What about you guys? Where you're from? Do you often take taxis, or do you have any interesting taxi experiences? Comments.
It was like, wee.
And click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye.